How's it going, everybody? It's your buddy Ace, and I'm here to make Ace Answers All Part 3, and this will probably be the last one I ever make. Due to the shortage in YouTube hits I was hoping Part 2 would get, it still has yet to surpass Part 1. So give me a second and I'm going to find all the questions that everyone has been wanting to ask, and then we will get right to that. So, here they are right there. And thank God for YouTube being up to 15 minutes in length, so I can answer every single question on here. Alright? First question is, who was your first celebrity crush? That would have to be Punky Brewster. If anybody was born in the 80s, they definitely know what I'm talking about. Punky Brewster was everywhere. What is your favorite TV show? Is question number 2. And that's pretty hard to say because I like a lot of the TV shows. I like Fringe, House, Parenthood, Lopez Tonight. I would rather watch Lopez Tonight than Letterman, Leno, and Conan. Okay, so yeah. What is your all-time favorite store to shop at? I would have to say those would be Meijer, Walmart, and any place that sells NASCAR items. Number 4 is, what is your all-time favorite candy? And I'd have to say anything that has to do with Reese's. Reese's Pieces, Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, the cereal, Reese's Puffs, anything like that. Number 5 is, if you move out of Michigan, where would you go? I would probably go to Alabama, North Carolina, or Florida. And because, you know, my bloodline runs in the South, and so what better place to go to than the South? But then again, I might go to California and visit one of my favorite cousins. So, number 6, do you have a crush on anyone right now? The answer is no. Number 7 is, how many concerts do you go to in a year? Pretty much I go to as many concerts as I possibly can afford. I just finally got a job this past summer, so I've been trying to work my way up to saving money to get a car, paying off a lot of debt. But if I'm able to, I like to go to as many concerts as I possibly can. Number 8 is, which is your favorite hat? Number 9 is, does anyone have a crush on you? Don't know? Don't care. Sorry, I couldn't help it. Number 10, which do you prefer? MySpace or Facebook? And I'd have to say Facebook. I deleted my MySpace because I'm on Facebook more than I usually am. I would go on MySpace to do the surveys, but then I just like, you know, it kind of became pointless to just go on MySpace to do just that and then sign off. So I deleted MySpace and now I'm on Facebook. List 5 things that people like about you. I'm funny. I can't really name 5 things because I don't even know 5 things I like about myself. I mean, I know I'm funny. I know I'm talented when it comes to like naming music and movies and actors. I know I have a great extended history of impersonations I used to do. I can rap, but not as good as Chief, Paradigm, Mo Dirty, Fat Killers, or King Gordy. No. Well, or Miss Corona or Marv Won. So, other than that, I don't know, you know. I mean, whatever they like about me, I'm very glad there is something about me that they like. Number 12 is Buddha, Allah, Jesus Christ. Which one do you believe in the most? I only believe in one person and one person alone, and that's Jesus Christ. No matter how many years go by and no matter how old I get, I will never deny the fact that Jesus Christ is the one I believe in and the one who I pray to and the only one I will ever believe in. Number 13 is, how many years have you been a fan of NASCAR? I'd have to say going on 11 years now. 11 years I've been a fan of NASCAR. and I'm mostly a fan of Dale Earnhardt Jr. Number 14 is, are you a day person or a night person? Now, anybody who's ever been on Facebook or have hung out with me know I'm a night person, because I sleep during the day and I'm up all night. I'm kind of like a vampire that doesn't bite. Number 16 is, what is your favorite color? I'd have to say black. I know I'm wearing gray right now, but because my black clothes are in the washer. Number 17 is, who is your all-time favorite comedian? My all-time favorite comedian would have to be the one and only king of comedy, Jerry Lewis. He is the original king of comedy and the originator of physical humor. And I grew up watching Jerry Lewis. I will live watching Jerry Lewis, and I will die watching Jerry Lewis. Number 18 is, who would you say is the gayest and most untalented artist today? I'd have to say that the most gayest, I mean, I have nothing against gay or lesbians or anything like that, but I'd have to say the most gayest artist and most untalented person I've ever seen on TV is, I literally almost feel like I'm about to vomit whenever I see this girl on TV. She's just not even talented, and I'm talking about Justin Bieber. So there's that question. What was your favorite cartoon growing up as a kid? Bugs Bunny and Daffy cartoons. Number 19 is, if you could change one thing in the world, what would it be? I swear, if I could change one thing in the world and not have it be around ever, I'd take what's it called? I would take judgmental, things that, I pretty much, it would probably just be, I would take the things that, how people are quick to judge someone just because they spend like 5 minutes with them. They look at a person and they think they know that person. So I would take that out of the world. And it would be a much better place if everyone just took the time to get to know everyone instead of just like thinking they know the person just just like that, So that's what I would change. Do you have a favorite roller coaster? I'd have to say the Magnum, Iron Dragon, Mantis, and Dragster at Cedar Point. Number 21 is, what is your favorite meal? White Castle. White Castle, which I think the city I'm living in now needs to get a White Castle. Big time. Number 22 is, if you could date any famous person, who would it be? I'd have to say Danica Patrick. I would date her in a second. But not for a second. Hopefully it would be longer than a second. Maybe like, 2 years or longer. Number 23 is, what is the best thing that has ever happened to you? One of the best things that's ever happened to me is I got to perform on stage with one of my very close friends, and he's like a brother from another mother. I got to perform on stage with my boy Chief at his Flippin' Words Volume 2 release party, and that was just the best. A packed house, Chief performing, me and my buddy Smart Alec just rocking the stage, and when it was my turn to rap, I just felt like I was on top of the world. I felt like I was performing at St. Andrew's Hall. That's one of the best things that has ever happened to me. What is your favorite car and why? That would have to be a 1986 Monte Carlo SS. And why? Is because I like the way it looks, I like the way it drives, the way it sounds, and Dale Earnhardt Sr. has won so many races in a model car just like that one. So 1986 Monte Carlo SS is my favorite car. What is your favorite old school video game? Super Mario Brothers, Part 1, Nintendo old school. Everybody who remembers, nowadays they got those like CDs or something for PS2, but back when I was a kid, you had to blow on the cartridge to make it work. So yeah, Super Mario Brothers is my all-time favorite old school video game. Do you have a favorite movie? And if so, what one and why? I have too many to name, actually. I'm a movie buff, so right now I'd have to say my favorite movie is Grown Ups, Taken, and the movie Dale. So yeah. And last but certainly not least, what is the one kind of woman you would never want to date? That's a really good question. I'm not really looking to date anybody because, you know, I mean, too much going on to even think about a relationship right now. But the one kind of woman I would never want to date is a woman who, the one kind of woman who I would never want to date is someone who, you know, she tries to change you, tries to tell you how to live. She's always on your case. And someone who just doesn't like you for who you are. I mean, I've never had that happen before. I've been very blessed with the relationships that I've been in. But pretty much I would never date anyone who was like Anti-Gosselin. What a poor excuse for a human. Anyway, so that is my answer right there. I'm probably gonna burn for this one, but thank you guys so much. And right now I'd like to give a few shout outs to everyone who's watched Ace Answers All, everyone who has filled out the questionnaires and sent them in to me. And I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity, because in the beginning it was just me filling out a survey, and I thought instead of putting it on MySpace, why not film it and put it on YouTube? So I want to give a big shout out to everybody. Big shout out to my friends, my family, my brothers, Big Willie, Little Willie, my buddy Foot. Let's see, I'd have to say my best friend Fox Kelly, Skeet Barwick, Invincible, 313 Destiny, Trick, Marvwan, Fat Killers, Mo Dirty, Hex Murder. Hope you're getting better soon there, bud. Big shout out to Rude Jude, Quest McCody, and everybody who's been watching. Thank you so much. And if things go well, and if this gets a lot of views on YouTube, I might just make a part 4. But we'll have to wait and see. Take care, God bless, and have a good